LA. Fires, progress in Southern California containment efforts as winds weaken. Fires across the Los Angeles area have killed at least 27 people, destroyed more than 12,000 structures and charred more than 60 square miles. The Palisades and Eaton wildfires continue to burn today. The winds have weakened, giving firefighters a much-needed break and easing some threats, for now. The National Weather Service said dangerous conditions are expected next week. Officials said tens of thousands of people in Los Angeles County remain under evacuation orders. Curfews were still in effect for the Palisades and Eaton fire zones from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass announced Friday that civic leader Steve Soboroff, a former police commissioner and advisor to late former Mayor Richard Riordan, would lead the city's rebuilding efforts in the aftermath of the Palisades fire as chief recovery officer. The announcement comes one day after state lawmakers announced new legislative proposals intended to speed up rebuilding and recovery efforts in LA County as thousands remain evacuated. Steve Soboroff's name is attached to hope, Bass said. He will recommend a comprehensive city strategy for rebuilding and for expediting. Expediting is a very important word here. We want to expedite the return of residents, businesses, schools, nonprofits and parks. She said no one is better equipped to create a rebuilding plan. He knows our communities. He knows how to activate City Hall. He's been in City Hall. Soboroff said he has a 10-point plan that he will initiate on his first day of duty. This is about the victims. It's about restoring community, because without community, people are lost, Soboroff said. Housing and shelter than ever, Newsom said in a statement. Opening your place of residence to help shelter those in need is not only encouraged and generous, but deserves to be protected. While the order prohibits landlords from evicting tenants for sheltering one or more people displaced by the wildfires, it does not bar them from enforcing other lease terms. Newsom's office described the executive order as a temporary solution as the policymakers craft legislation. It will expire on March 8. An already serious Southern California housing shortage has become dire after the Los Angeles wildfires ravaged the area and destroyed more than 12,000 structures. Oriel Hall, a single mother to her 12-year-old daughter Jade, lost her Altadena duplex in the Eaton fire. They are currently in short-term housing provided by a not-for-profit, but Hall worries she won't be able to afford new housing on her current income. Her duplex was about $1,000 below market rent. LA is one of the least affordable major cities in the world, found a report last year. Even before the fires, LA needed to build 450,000 affordable housing units by 2029 just to meet demand, according to numbers from LA County. On average, a new apartment building takes 4 years to build. An already serious Southern California housing shortage has become dire after the Los Angeles wildfires ravaged the area and destroyed more than 12,000 structures. Oriel Hall, a single mother to her 12-year-old daughter Jade, lost her Altadena duplex in the Eaton fire. They are currently in short-term housing provided by a not-for-profit, but Hall worries she won't be able to afford new housing on her current income. Despite mandatory evacuation orders, authorities believe hundreds of people are still living in their Altadena homes since the Eaton fire began to tear through portions of northeast Los Angeles County last week. Ruslan Abayev and his wife, who have been camping out inside their own home, told CBS News Bay Area that he and others are staying put, not because they want to, but because they feel like they have no choice. Because they're not letting people back in. The anxiety and stress, we would just be stressed at the hotel room watching the news. At least here we're trying to do something, Abayev said. Other residents, like Anna Martinez and her family, don't want to leave because they want to protect their homes from potential looters. The looters they're non-stop. They keep on asking us, why don't you just go? Because it seems like, last night we had one, they come onto the property, they come into the home, said Martinez, describing how her family had to chase off a looter just the night before. A resentencing hearing for Eric and Lyle Menendez has been delayed until March because of the wildfires, Los Angeles District Attorney announced Friday. The hearing had been scheduled to take place later this month for the brothers' murder convictions in the 1989 killings of their parents. Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hochman said in a statement that a judge rescheduled the hearing for March 20 to 21. Hochman's office said the wildfires had affected preparations for the hearing.